I welcome you all on behalf of the and press information to you. Much awaited BRICS film Senthil Rajan and legendary filmmaker Jairaj with us and entire cast of Veeram. First, I will request Rajan to brief about the highlights.
As you all know, the first BRICS Film Festival is opening tomorrow. The idea of having a film festival under the BRICS umbrella was actually mooted by Prime Minister Narendra Modi last year at the summit in Russia. And this year, as you all know, India is the host to the BRICS summit. And the summit is going to be held later in October this year. And as a part of it, a number of events have been planned. And one such General V.K. Singh, Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs, and Honorable Rajavardhan Singh Rathod, Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting, will be present at the inaugural function. We will also have a special guest from the industry, which is Mr. Rishi Kapoor. And we also have cultural performances lined up from all the member states. So it's going to be a grand cultural extravaganza which will open the festival. And to conclude the opening ceremony, we will have the world premiere of the film Veeram, directed by Sri Jairaj. He's a national award winner and he's also won an international award this year for his film Hotel. So we are all set for a grand opening ceremony. And I'm also thankful to all the cast and crew of the opening film who have made it all the way here for us. And we hope to have a very good opening ceremony tomorrow. In addition to this, the festival is also showcasing almost 20 competition films. So basically this is a competitive film festival. We have 4 films from each of the countries, and these 20 films will be judged by an international jury. The chairperson is from India, Mr. Sri T.S. Nagabarna, and we have a member from each of the member states. So the jury will be selecting the films for 5 categories of awards, which will be presented in the closing ceremony. The closing ceremony will be presided over by Honorable Minister for Information and Broadcasting and Urban Development, Shri Venkaiah Naidu, and he will be present at the closing ceremony. So the closing ceremony once again will be a showcase of both Indian cinema history, and also there will be a cultural performance with the Chinese cultural team, as China will be the host next year. And people from all the member states attending this festival. So it will be a good platform for all the film lovers to interact with international filmmakers. And we've also arranged for a panel discussion. There are 2 panel discussions every day. The schedule is already available on the website. So all of you can log on to the website and also be part of the panel discussions. So we hope that the next 5 days we will have good interaction for filmmakers from India and all the member states. And we also feel that that is a good beginning for a platform which will integrate filmmakers from all the member states of the BRICS nations. With these words, I now hand it over back to Sri Nagendra Kishorji for the rest of the press conference.
Friends, we are privileged to have this is the opening film for the fest. And in fact, it is a world premiere. Request Jairaj to give some brief about this film and his experience of directing the film. Please, Jairaj.
Good evening, friends. This is an honor. This is a great moment in my film career, I believe, because BRICS Film Festival, and for the first time, our film Veeram we are screening the film with all happiness, because I think there is a lot of combinations in this, especially in the 400th year of Shakespearean death anniversary, and I am transcreating this film. This is Shakespearean play Macbeth, and transcreated to martial arts of India. And I think I'm proud because this combination, and in the case of BRICS also, a lot of countries together, uniting together and making a festival in a different sense of cultural interaction. So I think I'm very happy because of I'm also transcreating a different country's product or literature into our culture and traditional backdrop. And this is the opportunity. I would like to thank my producer, Mr. Chandra Mohan Depillai, and who I think who helped me to fulfill my dreams all the way. And this is a very different kind of film because this was almost like a dream project of mine. Like almost 5 years I was dedicating to this project, and we researched a lot in the case of martial arts and cultural things. And I think in search of martial arts and Kalari, I can say Kalari in Kerala, I found Kunal Kapoor. I think his contribution to Malayalam cinema, I think you can, after seeing this film tomorrow, you can understand that. I'm not exaggerating anything more. But still, in the case of Divina Thakur, I think for an actress, it's very difficult to play the role of Lady Macbeth. That's the most challenging role, almost, I think, ever in the world. So Divina did a wonderful job, I believe. So thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm thankful to Director of Film Festivals. At the same time, BRICS. Through BRICS, we can unite. Culturally, I think we can unite together for a good future, for a good world. Thanks a lot.
Chandra Mohan, would you like to add something?
Jairaj might have told you all about the movie, but regarding the details of movie, I would say that it's better that you see it tomorrow. When I say producer, in fact, I'm not here as a producer. It's a friend of mine. 40 years ago, the friendship we started. I just wanted to be with him to fulfill his dream, and I think that's what it happened. And I'm so super excited because first time I'm in this industry and see where I'm standing today. I never expected that. And also my friend Kunal, Devina, I'm not going to say what they have done. I want you to see tomorrow. I think the history is going to change. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Please,
कुणाल, आपके लिए कितना प्राउड मोमेंट है ये?
इधर माइक है, इधर माइक दो। नहीं इधर।
आपके लिए कितना प्राउड मोमेंट है? पहली बार ब्रिक्स फिल्म फेस्टिवल हो रहा है और उसमें आपकी फिल्म ओपनिंग फिल्म है।
जी बहुत प्राउड मोमेंट है. I think like you said, it's the first time this festival is being held, and for us to be the opening film here is a huge honor for all of us. And besides that, I'm also very, very excited to see how the audience reacts to the film. We haven't seen the film, and we'll be watching the film first time with the audience. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm excited about that. I'm nervous about that. It'll be really special, and also especially for a film in which we've put in so much work. I think it's been extremely challenging for all of us, and I think extremely rewarding as well. And it's a film that we've all put a lot of heart, soul, and also lots of blood into because it's an action film. Yeah, so for us to see how the audience reacts to that tomorrow will be really good fun.
Mike, please use it.
You have been part of many film festivals. How do you look at this initiative, the BRICS idea of BRICS Film Festival?
Yeah, I think almost from '94 onwards, I'm here in the same City Fort Auditorium with a lot of different films, and I had a lot of different experiences because including Golden Peacock Award in 2000, I experienced that kind of feel. But still here, now the BRICS, because this is the first festival, first film festival of BRICS, and our film is selected as the opening film. So I'm proud and I'm very happy to, experience that moment. And there's a lot of effort for every film. There is effort behind, but in this case of, Veeram, I think we had a lot of support from the Hollywood technical side. So we had given a lot of importance for very good up-to-date technology industry. Music. We had support from Hollywood, and we had given maximum concentration on that side because this is a totally based on the martial arts and the perfection compared to other films. We had a lot of strain to fulfill this dream, and I think of course in my film career also this is a very different experience, and this moment is very precious for me because as far as a Malayalam film is concerned, this is a big budget film, we can call it as. But still, this is a we are making this film in English, Hindi, and Malayalam simultaneously. So I think we concentrated on the, I told you, like, technical part. So this maximum expense we spend for the technical quality or perfection. For almost my last film, Ottar, I shot in 12 days, and almost all the films I got a lot of acclaim, less than 20 days. So 45 is a big span for me because we had a very, we planned a lot. We never wasted.
Challenging for all of us. Firstly, because you are doing Shakespeare, and then you are dealing with a character like Macbeth, which is a very complex character, and at the same time you're shooting it in 3 languages. So you finish a scene in Hindi, then you shoot it in English. The same scene you finish in English, you shoot in Malayalam, and you're also doing action at the same time. So it has been emotionally and physically challenging. But like I said, it's also been extremely rewarding. Like Sir said, there was a lot of planning that went into it. There was a lot of, we were very prepared and ready with what we wanted to do. So even if you were shooting long hours and we were shooting and investing a lot into this, it never felt like us. And like he said, 45 days is a lot for him. His last film won at the Berlin Film Festival, and he shot that in 12 days. So 45 days is like a magnum opus. I mean, left to him, I think he would have shot it even faster.
Change the mic, please.
Some memories. First of all, I want to thank all the journalists for coming here and shouting your love. The thing is, like Kunal said, it was 45 scheduled for us, and we were like shooting back to back. Like Kunal was shooting like 18 hours, sleeping for 4 hours, and then again shooting. But the best thing was that I've done some sword movements in the film, and as an actor, it was in my list to perform, swords or some kind of warrior thing. So that is one thing which is very memorable for me in the film. Kalari Payat. Thank you.
Yeah, please. You can ask.
Sorry, your question please?
Being a debut, how was the experience over here?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
How was the experience over here?
Oh, the experience was amazing. I think I'm extremely fortunate to be a part of this film. First, because it's based on Macbeth, which is written by Shakespeare. Second, it's directed by Jairaj sir. He's a critically acclaimed director. Third, like I said, it has Kalari Payat. And fourth, Kunal. I was just coming to that. And we have an amazing team, like Alan has he has done the fight choreography for the film. Jeff Rona has given the music to it. Trev Proud has done the makeup in the film. Yeah, so it was a great experience. Thank you.
Well, first of all, there was for me there was a lot of physical preparation that went into it. Firstly, because I was playing a warrior, and Sir wanted me to physically sort of transform and look like a warrior. So I spent a lot of time in the gym, gaining a lot of muscle for the film. Secondly, I was doing Kalaripayat, which is also very difficult, and Kalaripayat with lots of weapons. So there was a lot of training that went into that. And thirdly was the training of obviously Malayalam, because it's not a language that I speak. But it's very important that you know the language and you're sort of fluent enough with it to perform Macbeth in it. So there was, for a couple of months, I worked in the Malayalam as well. And as an actor, I think the preparation that you do is, what's really important is it's a film that's based in a whole different time, but it's very important that you find a deep connection with that time as an actor. Only then can you bring that forth with conviction. So for me, it was really important to sort of understand the time, understand the history of that time. I did a lot of reading on the history of that time. And obviously we had Sir here, who knew exactly what he wanted. And when you're working with a director that knows exactly what he wants, I think your job as an actor becomes really, really easy. So yeah, there was a lot of work that went into making this possible.
Sir, I asked how did they prepare for the role. I wanted to ask you, you said 5 years went into preparation of this movie. So what kind of research and preparation went into for you?
Yeah, in the case of, first of all, finding a producer. Especially for me, in the case of my film career, I think I made films with very long budget films. And in this case, I know it's an expensive film, very much. Because we wrote this story and finished the storyboard, and we visited a lot of locations for this particular period, like Ajanta, Ellora, Agra, Fatehpur Sikri, and a lot of places where we can shoot this kind of film. But at the same time, I waited for a producer. But after seeing my interview, I said, anyway, after Hotel, I am going to shoot the film in October. And somebody said, asked me, who is the producer? I said that I never found a producer, but still I am going to start. So that particular interview, Mr. Chandramohan saw that interview and he called me. Do you remember me? You are a friend of mine. Before 24 years, we had an agreement. Like, whenever I become a businessman, I will produce a film for you. Actually, I forgot that. So that was the right moment of this film, the starting, that triggering point. And the next moment I told him, for this film, I want technicians from the Hollywood. Then only I can do this. I am not interested to go behind a lot of expensive stars. In this film, the stars are technicians. So I want to go to Hollywood and find out some, especially in the case of martial arts. We are dealing with Kalari, because that is the origin of all the martial arts in the world. I think even karate, kung fu, and everything evolved from Kalari. In 6th century BC, art form, martial art form, we are telling about that with more authenticity. So he allowed me to go, any freedom, you can go there. I met Alan Poppleton, who did Lord of the Rings and Spartacus and 300 kind of film. And I met Trevor Proud, he did Gladiator, he got Oscar for that. And I met Jeff Fallon, who did Revenant, color supervisor, and Jeff Rona for the music, and who did a lot of films with Hans Zimmer and Steven Spielberg and all kind of things. So this was the combination I made. So with that combination I came to India, and I was searching for an actor. For martial arts, I have seen a lot of films made in India. That we are, instead of going for a real martial arts warrior, they'll go for stars and compromising with a lot of things. So here I was looking for an actor who can carry this flexibility and physical attitude. So luckily I found Kunal. I have seen his film Lengthy Abasandi. I was a fan of his. In the film, I like him very much because of his appearance and the universal feel of his face. He has a lot of vibrant. I know. I'm always giving importance for actors for his look. I'm never in search of their capability of acting or something like that. but I found Kunal and Divina. Divina, that's ultimate cast because it's very difficult to find a person for Lady Macbeth because it's very difficult because luckily and very all very much dedicated. I told him Kunal, like you, I want 6 months practice for this. Can you spare that much time? He said, okay, I am ready to do for this film. So in Mumbai, I sent a cultivated trainer here and he practiced 6 months. In Divina also practiced. All the actors practiced more than 6 months already and with the different weapons and the language. Simultaneously English, Hindi and Malayalam. So it's very difficult to learn all these languages together. Still now, Divina, they all by-hearted dialogues. I mean, Kunal is a theatre person, so he can easily, but Divina. So, with all the team spirit, with the effort, we made this film. So that's why we are very happy. Taken, after the first release of the poster, teaser poster, we got a news from the director that your film selected for the BRICS. We are all, thrilled. Still now, we are thrilled because this is an honor for us and this is a golden opportunity for us. Thank you.
Doing a film in Malayalam, Hindi and English. I want to play Lady Macbeth as well.
We are, I think, in a phase, the
Right.
film industry is going through a phase where every person
Right.
who's in the movie is experimenting with new things.
Sure.
And everybody wants to broaden their horizons.
Sure.
So I thought as an actor...
No, I mean, I would love to. I'd love to play any role. As an actor, I'm up for any role. But then you also have to find the right context for, getting a guy to play Lady Macbeth. And you also have to find a director that's willing to experiment so much that he wants, a man to play Lady Macbeth. So, as an actor, I'm up for it. I'm up for anything, actually. But yeah, you have to have the right context for it, and you also have to have the right sort of reason that you're doing that. In that time there was a reason that men played women was because I think women weren't really allowed up on stage and wasn't considered a noble profession. But in today's time, when you have such wonderful actresses, I think I would concentrate on just being the actor in the film. Yeah.
Thank you.
Doing a film in Malayalam, Hindi and English. I want to play Lady Macbeth as well.
We are, I think, in a phase, the
Right.
film industry is going through a phase where every person
Right.
who's in the movie is experimenting with new things.
Sure.
And everybody wants to broaden their horizons.
Sure.
So I thought as an actor...
No, I mean, I would love to. I'd love to play any role. As an actor, I'm up for any role. But then you also have to find the right context for, getting a guy to play Lady Macbeth. And you also have to find a director that's willing to experiment so much that he wants, a man to play Lady Macbeth. So, as an actor, I'm up for it. I'm up for anything, actually. But yeah, you have to have the right context for it, and you also have to have the right sort of reason that you're doing that. In that time there was a reason that men played women was because I think women weren't really allowed up on stage and wasn't considered a noble profession. But in today's time, when you have such wonderful actresses, I think I would concentrate on just being the actor in the film. Yeah.
Thank you.
It will take for us. This watching his film, not for us, for all the film lovers all over the world. Thank you very much, Mr. Jairaj, Kunal,
Thank you so much.
Chandmohan and Devina.
Thanks guys, thank you so much.
Join for a cup of tea. It will take for us. This watching his film, not for us, for all the film lovers all over the world. Thank you very much, Mr. Jairaj, Kunal,
Thank you so much.
Chandmohan and Devina.
Thanks guys, thank you so much.